everybody, it's the Fairy Vibrant Makeup channel. I'm a little tired right now, but anyways, I had stopped by Walgreens and I actually found some really cool things. Well, just one brand, of course. I don't go crazy sometimes. But these are the new Wet n Wild Venice Beach palettes. So there was 3 of them. They were $5.29 a piece. I had some reward points, so I got some pretty good deal on this. So this is the palettes. I'm going to swatch them for you and share. So my first initial thoughts on these is they're very vibrant. I noticed in some of them that the colors are repeated. Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know why they did that, but you know, I'm going to show you, for example. And these two, this one is Boardwalk Boozing, and this one is, this one right here is Hemporary Solutions. So as you can see, the yellow is pretty much the same. This orange and that orange, pretty much the same. These two greens are pretty much the same. And that's repeated in this palette. As for this palette, I noticed that if I can open this dang thing. So in the Boardwalk Boozing and High Flying colors, can't keep these open, the silver is repeated. The blue, I mean, it's actually not the same hue of blue. No, it's not the same hue, but there's a brighter blue and this one's a darker blue. So that's not bad. I mean, this one actually is repeated mostly in this one, the whatchamacallit. Oh, the pinks aren't similar. So that's good. That's good. Pinks are actually not similar at all. So there's a few colors that look a little bit repeated. So you get, so you get 8 shades for $5.29. Not bad. So now I'm going to swatch them for you and I'm going to actually show a close-up of them, and I'm going to start off with Hemporary. Okay, so this is Hemporary Solutions and it's this palette right here. I am actually really impressed with the pigmentation. Mind you, these are a bit chalky, these are a bit powdery, the fallout is present. So here is that red color. It's a gorgeous, let me get a close-up. Alright, so I'll talk about 3 colors. So here is the red shade on the bottom part of the palette. Can you just die for that? That is a true red. It's a matte finish and it's really pretty. This one is a teal shade, which has a bit of a lime green duochrome in it. You can't see it on camera, but it's there. It's really pretty, and it's a shimmery finish, like a metallic finish. This one is a green shade with a yellow duochrome inside of it. This is also a metallic finish, as you can see. All right, this is a gorgeous pink. This is like a warm pinky red, fuchsia red, and it's a matte finish. It's really, really pretty, and it's very pigmented. This one is actually the grass green color, and it's a matte finish. Doesn't come off as pigmented as I would like it to be, but nonetheless, it's pretty pigmented. And then this one is a orange color, like a orangey, I don't know, it looks orange, true orange, and it's a matte finish. This one here is a yellow. It's a bit chalky. Again, these are very powdery. They have a lot of fallout, so you might have to be a little careful. They're a bit chalky, but if you build them very slowly, I'm pretty sure that you'll get a good color payoff on that. So this is a yellow that's a matte finish. My camera just went blurry on me. And then, of course, you have a true white, which is really white, very powdery, but it is nonetheless a true white matte finish. So again, as you can see, I mean, my swatches are weird, but they are so pigmented. And I'm going to show you what I mean about fallout, okay? So you just take that, and I mean, yes, it's very pigmented. Here's my example right here. You see how there's some, if you're really rough with it, yeah, there's going to be some fallout. It kind of kicked up some product, but look at how they swatch. One swatch does that. but as you can see close up that there is some fallout, so you might want to have to pack it really slowly. But it's really nice, and it's weird because most of them are matte except for this teal and this green, and these are really pretty and pigmented. Not as pigmented as the matte, but they're pretty nice, and they have sort of a duochrome with it. So that is Hemporary Solutions. The next one I'm going to talk about is actually one that I was really excited about. It's the first one I saw, and this one is called Boardwalk Boozing. So it's really pretty. I was drawn to this blue and the pink, so I'm going to swatch them for you and show you close-ups, and then I'll talk about my thoughts. So this is Boardwalk Boozing, and here are the swatches for that. So far, pretty impressed with this one. I mean, these colors are really pigmented, but they're super chalky and super, like the fallout is ridiculous. But, and it does stain a little bit from the last swatch. I don't know if you can see my last red swatch. The red kind of stained my skin a little bit. So you might want to be mindful about applying a base. So let's get a close-up of these swatches and talk. Alright, so these first shades right here from the top. This is the matte yellow. It's actually not as similar as I thought it would be. It's a tiny bit more gold in it, or more warmth to it, I guess. The other one was more of a neutral yellow. I don't know if that's possible, but you know, it's not the exact shade, but it's similar. It's very, very, very close to where it's pretty much a repeat of it. And then this is the silver, not as silver as I thought it would be. It's really not that silver as I thought it would be, but it's this is a matte finish, this is a metallic finish. This is the orange. This actually is very similar to the other orange in the Hemporary Solutions palette. And then I was so excited about the lime green color, but it really didn't come off that pigmented as I thought it would be. So that one's, and this one's a matte finish, this one's a matte finish. The pink is gorgeous. This is a true fuchsia color. It is gorgeous. It is actually super pigmented. There's a lot of fallout though, and it's a matte finish. This one I thought would be more of a metallic finish, but it's not. It's a green color, and it doesn't come off as pigmented as the rest of them. The blue color, I'm not sure what finish this would be. The blue color is actually pretty pigmented. It's a matte finish. And then the purple one is actually really pretty. It's a purple with a pink duochrome to it. So it's very pigmented, and it didn't have as much fallout as the other one. So my overall thought on this is it looks appealing, but not all the colors are that pigmented, like this green and this lime green. And the silver is actually not as pigmented, and I'll show you what I mean. See, that's the green. It's kind of like, eh. And then can you, I don't know if you can see the patchiness on that one. Silver is not that good. See, it's just a hit or miss, I guess. But this pink, like you barely touch it and you get pigment. A little patchy, a little chalky, but like I said, you're going to have to really like pack on the color very slowly. And if you're not into vibrant shades like this, I don't recommend this. But I am. I love vibrance. Vibrance is my thing. So let's move on. This next shade palette is called High Flying Colors. This one has more cool tone shades, not like this one. This one has more vibrant ones, and actually this one has more warm tones. So this one is a nice cool base palette. So I was drawn to this blue right here and this purple because I do not have a purple like that, except for maybe in my electric palette, but I did not use my electric palette as much as I wanted to. I need to use it. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial using the electric palette versus this. Maybe I can create an eye look using both this and the electric palette, one in each eye. That way you can see if you should just pick these up instead of getting the electric palette. So let's swatch these. Okay, so this is the swatches on the palette. I have to say that these are a bit more stiff. They were a little bit hard to get the color on. So I did like 3 swipes to make this more vibrant. I'll show you with one swipe right next to it. So just picking up once, and that's the swipe I get. Sorry, I didn't do that live. Anyways, let's show you again. Product on the finger, it's pretty pigmented. And then just one swipe. Not as vibrant, so you do have to build the color, and it's a bit patchy. Alright, so let's go down the list here. Alright, so here you've got a pale pink. You can barely see it on the part of my wrist. It's not as pigmented. You have to build it some. Not bad. It's a matte finish. This pink right here is actually more stiff than the other pink. And this one you have to kind of run 2 swipes just to get a good pigmentation. This is one swipe. It's a bit patchy. This purple, matte finish. Sorry, I keep getting ahead of myself. This purple is a light lilac-y purple, even though it looks medium to dark purple in the pan. But it is a metallic finish. This is the dark purple that I was drawn to, and it's actually patchy, not as pigmented as I thought it would be. Stiffer, and it's a matte finish. The silver is actually a bit more creamier. It's weird because it looks exactly the same as the other silver in the, whatchamacallit? I keep forgetting the names. Boardwalk Boozing. So it's actually a bit more metallic than that one. It's weird. They look the same. And then this is a baby blue, which is actually my favorite when it came on with one swipe. Metallic finish. Can you see that shine? And then this blue also impressed me because it is a medium blue and it is also a metallic finish, and it came out really nice. Now, as you can see with the blue, the dark blue that I was so drawn to, it's like an electric blue. You have to do 3 passes to swatch in order for it to come out that vibrant. And then these are my one swatch deal, so they're very patchy. This is very stiff, and it's also a matte finish. So my overall thoughts on this palette, and I just closed it up. I don't know why I did. Oh, why did I close it? It's a little hard to get open. So my overall thought on this is it's actually much stiffer than the other ones. This one has to be the most chalkiest, most fallout. This one's kind of in between that, and then this one is more stiff. And I'll tell you what I mean. See, like, it's not as, I mean, it comes off real pigmented on the finger, but then when you swatch it, it's patchy a little bit. I guess you just have to work with it, because this swatch actually came out better than my swatches on my arms. It's weird. And then, sorry. And then this, what I like about this is when you pass over it a few times, there's no kick up. And the pigmentation is not bad, actually, not bad. I think you just have to work with it. And I'll show you what I mean about it being stiffer. I mean, I can't really show you, but this one is the most, see how it kicks up a lot of product and it goops it onto my hand or my finger. And then when you swatch it, it's really like, can you see the chunks? That's what I mean. These are more chalkier and more, they feel creamy, but they're not. Like, they're not as creamy. They're just more chunky, I guess. But, so my overall thoughts on these palettes are that they're very pigmented. The color payoff is amazing. You just have to be really gentle. If you like using shadows like crazy, like I'll show you. I'm going to do some damage to my palette. This is Boardwalk Boozing. I'm just going to use the little applicator with it. I hate these applicators. But if you like, go like this, and you're just going to kick up a bunch of fallout, like if you want to just, do you see all that mess there? Do you see all the fallout? It's a big mess. It makes a mess. And when you pass it over, like, say with an applicator and stuff, you really have to be mindful that these applicators pick up a lot of product, and it will, yeah, there's still fallout on there. So if you like get a flat paddle brush like so, and you're just gonna pack it on, just kind of gently, I mean, tap your brush. See what I mean about fallout? It just kicked up a lot of product, and then just kind of pack it on. See, it doesn't really come off on the paddle brushes as much. That's crazy. You really have to build the color. See, using the paddle brush, how light it is. And if you use something, you're gonna have to pack it on. And I'm gonna do a little tutorial for you. I'm gonna actually clean up my eyes, take the wing off, and I'm gonna do a tutorial for you to show you how I'm gonna use them. So first off, I'm going to prime my eyes with the NYX Cosmetics Milk Jumbo Pencil, or in milk. And I cleaned off my eyes as best as I could. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do one eye the electric palette and one eye the Wet n Wild. So I'm going to do the same eye look, just with two different palettes. And even if you haven't gotten the electric palette, this would be a nice dupe for it. And then I'll share my thoughts on how both of them performed. So I'm just smudging this in with my finger. Just kind of patting that. So now that they're blended. So I'm going to create a rainbow look. So what I'm going to use first is going to be this lime green color from the Urban Decay electric palette. This is going to go in my inner corner, and then I'm going to use the other palette to kind of fill in the rest. So I'm picking up Thrash, and let me show you what I mean. It has a little bit of fallout, but if you just pack it on real slowly, you're able to get the color that you want. So I'm just going to apply it on the inner corner, like so, just about to right there. And I'm going to do this eye first, then I'll do the other eye. Well, actually, yeah. I think I'll just go back and forth. So now the closest color that I found was the in Boardwalk Boozing, which would be this shade right here. And I'm just going to fill this in, picking up with the same brush after I've cleaned it. And just kind of packing it on. As you can see already, this has more color payoff. And this was the problem I had with this Boardwalk Boozing. This color did not come off as vibrant as I thought it would. I'm just kind of packing that on, just like I did the other one. So this one is actually lighter than this one. This one has more green in it. This one has just, I guess, more white base in it. So there's a difference between the two. Okay, next I'm going to pick up Freak from the Urban Decay Electric Palette. And I'm just going to dip it in with a flat brush. And just kind of put it a little bit, because this is going to be a rainbow look. So it's going to be pretty intense, but I just wanted to show every color in the electric palette versus the colors in here, so you can tell, like, look at the difference between the two. As you can see, this is very metallic, very, very metallic. So let me just quickly, because it's driving me nuts, blend Thrash into that. So I picked up a little bit more of Thrash and just kind of blended it through so that it doesn't look all weird. So the next shade that I thought was close is in the Hemporary Solutions palette, and it's this shade right here. It's got that metallic finish just like Freak does. Picking it up with the same type of brush and going over. So I'm just kind of switching back and forth here. Going over. Oh my gosh, these are so similar. Can you see that? They're very similar. So let me get my other brush here. Same type of brush. See how metallic it is? And then picking up that one from Hemporary Solutions. It's pretty much a dupe of Freak. Like, it doesn't show on camera,
mean, can you see it?
It's pretty much a dupe. Pretty much a dupe. Pretty much. It is a dupe. So, I'm just going to pick up that other shade again, that lime green shade that I used before on. I'm just kind of blending it. This one blends just a little bit better than Thrash from Urban Decay onto the. Next, I'm going to pick up, as soon as my camera focuses on that, and you focus, this is Fringe from the Urban Decay palette. And I'm using the same type of brush, just picking it up and then I'm of course cleaning it off. And I'm just going to apply that right after that lime green color. And this isn't meant to be absolutely perfect. It's just meant to kind of show you pretty much what the difference is between them, and I want to show you all the colors in the Urban Decay palette and find the dupes for it. So now I'm going to pick up Freak again because I cannot stand it not being blended. I just go over that a little bit just to kind of blend the shades together and pick up more of Fringe. So there's that. The next shade I found that was similar to Fringe is this shade in the Hemporary Solutions palette from Wet n Wild. So it's this shade right here. It's the closest I can find. It's maybe a little bit lighter. We'll find out. Yeah, it's a little lighter, but it's pretty dang close. It's actually much better to work with than Fringe, if you think about it. So let me pick up that other shade and blend them together. And these blend a lot better together than these do. So, sorry I didn't touch my... See the difference between the blending? A little bit. And I did the same method of blending. So I'm actually going to clean off this brush. Maybe get a different brush. And then just kind of fix what's going on with these two, because they need to be blended. So there's the difference between the two. Here's Wet n Wild side, and here is... Alright, as soon as my camera focuses, there we go. I'm going to pick up Gonzo, because like I said, I'm going to use every single color. That's Gonzo. This is from the Urban Decay Electric palette. And I'm actually picked up a different brush that's actually more precise. This is my Mark flat brush. Okay, so I'm going to apply that right here. Then take Fringe and blend the two together. There we go, see? You can't really tell the difference between the transition, but that's the whole idea. Okay, so there is no exact shade like Gonzo. So I'm actually going to use a combination of the two, or use the lighter shade. Yeah, I'm going to use the lighter shade blue. So this is in the palette Boardwalk Boozing. I'm going to use this one. This is as close as I can find, maybe not a little darker. I might just pick this one up and mix it with the one in the High Flying Colors, this shade, to lighten it up. So this kind of bluish shade to lighten it up. So let's do it. Oh yeah, it's pretty close. If you combine the two, it's pretty close on as far as the pigmentation. So as you can see, if you mix this shade in the High Flying Colors palette and the Boardwalk Boozing shade, this blue shade, it will get pretty much Gonzo, if not a bit darker. So going back to blend these, going back into my Hemporary Solutions, going over that line very lightly to blend the two together, to add a transition. So there's Alright, so we're going to do the outer corner in the shade Chaos. And that's this shade right here in the Urban Decay Electric palette. I love this palette. I don't use it like I'm supposed to. I really need to start using it more. A better excuse to use it than to compare it with another brand. So I'm putting this in the outer corner. Like I said, this is not meant to be absolutely flawless and perfect, but it's meant to just kind of show every shade. And if you don't have the electric palette, you have an option. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually get a blending brush and just kind of, this is going to be just a light fluffy brush, and kind of blend the edges out a little bit. It'll bother me. So now I'm going to take Gonzo and just kind of blend the two together very lightly. So now this one was easy. The shade that I found that was as close as possible was in the High Flying Colors palette, and it's this blue. And it's pretty dang close. Let me show you side by side. Pretty dang close. Alright, and I'm switching like back and forth on my lap here. Oop. Oh yes, it is the exact dupe. Holy crap. It's coming out pretty good, right? Alright, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to pick up that lighter shade and mix it with that other shade. Actually, yeah. To make Chaos and blend the two together. Oh, little patchy. Do you see that? I don't know if you can see that little circle there. It's a little patchy, but oh well. Okay, so now I'm going to take my blending brush and blend out the edges very lightly. There we go. There's a lot of fallout with these. On this eye, no fallout. This eye, fallout. So you'll have fallout with these. Continuing on with our rainbow effect, I'm going to take Urban, which is this dark purple here, and this is going to go on the lower lash line, but it's going to connect with my blue. So I'm putting it on the lower lash line, kind of in the outer corner, wrapping my eye. This is my favorite purple. And take Chaos a little bit and just blend the two edges together to make a seamless transition. I'm going to take my little blending brush here and just lightly blend. I'm telling you, it's not supposed to be perfect. I'm going to clean it up later. So that's Urban. The shade that's close to Urban, but it's actually a little bit lighter, is this shade right here in the High Flying Colors palette. Fallout City. It's actually more blue-based purple than this one. This one is actually more warm pinky based. So just I have to pick up some more. Kind of wrap it there. And then take that blue again from the same palette. And just kind of blend the edges really softly. But as you can see, there's a lot of fallout. So there's that. Okay, so next is Jilted, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to pop that in the middle of my lower lash line. This is a gorgeous purple. Ooh, I did not want to go that far. Need to leave room for Savage. Blending the two together. And the shade that I found that was actually pretty exact, and I'll show you what I mean, is that shade. And that. This is from the Boardwalk Boozing. And this color actually I was very impressed with, so. Oh yeah, it's the exact shade. And I'm telling you, I'm actually switching back and forth between palettes, so I'm not using the same ones, I promise you. So as you can see, it's pretty similar. Actually, this one is actually more pinky tone, but it's so pretty. I love it. All right, next is Savage. It's this pink, hot pink right there. I'm gonna take Savage. I'm gonna show you. See, I'm actually dipping it in there. And I'm gonna take that a little bit into the inner corner, but not too far, because I need room for my last color. I'm just gonna blend it through. Okay, and the dupe I found is in the Boardwalk Boozing palette. So it's this one right here. And let me show you. I'm actually dipping it in there. Oh, it's a lot of fallout with this one. Holy mackerel, that was very pigmented. It doesn't really need much effort at all. So I'm going to take that purple again from the Boardwalk Boozing palette, which has actually been my favorite one so far. Just blend it so I don't lose that color. So there's the two. This is actually more pigmented and not as hard to work with. Okay, last color. Not last color, I'm like choking here. I'm going to use Slow Burn now, which is this orangey red right here in the Urban Decay Electric palette. And I'm picking it up, see, picking it up. Can you see that? Making sure people don't think I'm actually picking up one palette. And I'm going to apply this on the inner corner right here, on the lower lash line. Okay, that's all I need. The color was not hard to find. However, it's more orange than red, is the one in Boardwalk Boozing. So I'd say Boardwalk Boozing has got most of the colors from the Urban Decay Electric palette, except the dark purple and fringe looking one. Yeah, pretty close. So taking that, I have to show you because I don't want people to think that I'm actually picking it up. See? It's on the brush. A lot of fallout though. Holy crap. It's pretty much a dupe. It's a dupe. It's a dupe. And there was no, like, I did not have to try hard. So I'm going to pick up that pink color again. Oh man, it's very pigmented. And just blend them. Oops, I almost touched my other eye. Ah! Alright, so there's most of the colors now for the inner corner. So now for the inner corner color, I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is Revolt, and it's that silver shade. And this one's more glittery. Oops, almost put on the wrong eye. So I'm popping that in the inner corner. Like so. See it? And then of course, I think the best silver is in the High Flying Colors palette, which is this one right here. So I'm picking that up. That's actually a shade darker, like a little bit darker. And then I'm going to pop it in there. See, it doesn't have the same effect. Really doesn't. And the other silver is just as bad. So the silver's a little disappointing. It's not as pigmented as the other one. As you can see, look at all that shine, and this one has absolutely no metallic shine to it. I'm going to see if I can pick up the one in Boardwalk Boozing. Ow, I just pinched my finger. This one in Boardwalk Boozing. Oh, that hurt. Son of a biscuit. I'll put that on top of that one. It's the same silver. So out of all the shades, I would say the green in Boardwalk Boozing, and the silver from Boardwalk Boozing and High Flying Colors are a complete miss for me as far as duping those colors. So now I'm just going to blend the crease out a little bit. So I'm going to use my Tartelette palette because it's got some good transition colors in there, and I'm going to take this Force of Nature color right here, and I'm just going to apply it on the top of the crease and a little bit into there, just to add a little bit of warmth and separation, or blendability, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of blending these colors out without making them too, like losing the shade. That's what I mean. Losing the pigmentation in my eyes. Now I'm going to use Supermom, this shade right here, my favorite. And I'm going to apply this on the brow bone to kind of highlight and blend. And kind of conceal this little area right here. Like so. Pretty neat, right? And then I'm going to take Fashionista, this shade right here. I'm going to pop that on the waterline so you can't see me. I need to roll this a little bit so you can see me do the waterline. Oh, I cannot apply colors to my waterline. And my tight line. I kind of just tap it in there, not too much. Okay, so I'm going to keep with the lower end makeup on this side, so I'm going to try and find those shades in my... Okay, so my lower end I actually put all in my Sephora Z palette, so I'm going to be using this shade right here from Bow Beauty. It's more shimmery, but it's a pretty good transition shade. Yeah, trying to do everything at once here. And I'm just going to blend it over my crease. This is actually more of a cool shade, but it's pretty nice for transition colors in my lower end spectrum. It's more cool. As you can see, this is more warm and this is more cool. And then as for the, I do not have a matte beige. No, I do not. Gotta keep looking. Look, whoa, am I blurry. Hold up. Okay, the best shade I could find in my cheaper brands are the LA Colors, and it's this shade right here. This is the LA Color palette. This is $3.99 at Target, regular Target. This is actually more shimmery than my other ones, so it's going to be different. So I might end up getting a shimmery highlight shade to kind of compensate, and they're not like completely different, because as you can see, shimmery and not. So I'm going to pick up another color for my found something shimmery. Okay, this is the Kat Von D. What is this palette? I guess the Saint palette. My mother-in-law gave this to me. She said she had one, and she was just like, I don't use it, so you can have it. So, cool. I'm all for that. It's a shimmery beige color. Sorry, I didn't show you this color right here, and it's close to the LA Colors. Maybe a little bit brighter. Alright, so now it kind of matches. I just wanted to keep with the whole I'm using dupes and not dupes stuff, just to kind of keep it, you know, keep it fair. Alright, so, but as for eyeliner, I don't have high-end eyeliner. I really don't, just my Kat Von D ones. So, but I wanted to use my little, I got this for $1.74. And it's the Rimmel London, I guess, Kate Moss eyeliner. And it came with a brush. And it's hunter green. So I was like, ooh. Do I want to use that as a liner? Probably not. But I'm going to show it to you anyways, so. I got it for $1.74. there it is right there. Pretty pigmented, pretty nice. Smudges out really nice. Awesome buy. So I'm probably gonna use some, I do have a Kat Von D ink liner, and then I'll use an Essence. Alright, so I finally found something that's higher end. So it's a small size though. It's the smaller version I got in the sample pack of the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm going to use it on my high-end eye. And just do a wing liner. I love this liner because it's so precise, but it's drying out. I totally forgot to do my waterline here, so I'll have to find a matte black shadow, which I do have on the lower end, so let me do that. Alright, this isn't so matte, but it's this black color from the LA Colors palette. These are, again, $3.99. $3.99 for this whole thing right here. So I'm going to use that in my waterline, since I used a high-end one in my waterline for the other eye. Not bad, right? Ugh. It's a bit more powdery so it gets in my eye. Just putting that my tight line. Ugh. And I totally forgot I threw out my Essence liner because it was dried up, so I'm going to be using this LA Colors liner, and it's not the same type of liner. The brush is a lot thicker, but I'm going to try and do the same thing. Trying to use the smaller part of the brush. And this is $1.49. It's just hard to, I like the Kat Von D better, but you know what, this is nice and opaque, but you do have to do a couple dips or so because it dries out really quick. Ooh. It's not as precise as the other one is. It's a little thicker too. So here's the difference. And then I'm going to use two different mascaras just to keep with the whole high-end, low-end thing. So on my high-end eye, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. I actually picked up the full size of this. I'm just using the rest of my small size. It's 18 bucks, but it is so worth it because it is a good mascara. And then I'm going to use my Avon Super Extend Extreme Mascara. This runs usually about $5.99 if it's on sale on avon.com. So, and this one's actually, the brushes, oh, I'm getting mascara all over me, are not similar, but they do the same concept. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see that, but they do the same thing. They fan out my lashes and separate them really nice. So let's do my low end. So this is the Avon. And I was going to do this earlier in the day, but I did not have time. So I wanted to see how it wears. Oops, sorry, blocking. This one is drying out, so you do have to pick up additional product, but it does the job that I need it to do. Now for my high end, my Flawless Definition one. Boom. I'm done, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and go all fours and do the lips. One half high end, one half low end. I am going all gonzo on this thing. I could not find any of my, I don't have a whole lot of high-end lipsticks except for my Kat Von D ones. So bear with me, really. I mean, I don't have anything that'll, I don't want to put something bold on my lips. I really don't. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to use Lolita and this shade right here from Wet n Wild. I know there are two different types of formulas. This is a lipstick, this is a liquid lipstick, but that's all I can find because that's the only high-end type of lipstick that I have. Lip colors. So this is Wet n Wild, and this is going to go on the top lip. And this is in the shade, I have no freaking idea because it doesn't have a label. It's a nude shade. It's like your perfect brownie nude. I'm going to bring, so there is that shade. It's a matte finish, that's why I chose that one to do it with. And then this is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita. This is probably going to be darker. Oh no, it's actually pretty precise. I'm trying not to press my lips together. Oh. It's a dupe, guys. This is a dupe for Lolita. If you don't like liquid lipsticks but love the shade Lolita, I suggest you pick this color up. I'll put it in the description box what shade it is. Sorry, it's not zooming in on that. Look at that. Yeah. It is exactly like Lolita. And I'm going to put another coat of Lolita. So you can see that it is buildable. Holy crap. I done good. So there's my little video of using half dupes, half high-end. And I'm using what I got. Because I looked at those palettes and I really wanted to do a review of them, swatch them, but I'm going to separate these into two different videos. So I'll do an intro for this one. If I can. I don't know if I can. So I did notice Lolita is a little darker, so my bottom lip looks darker, but the Wet n Wild is actually a pretty good match. It's a lot lighter though, so I might have to pack on another. I don't know if that makes a difference. It's a lot lighter though than Lolita, but it's a pretty good lighter version dupe of it. This is going to be a separate video from the review of the Wet n Wild palettes, but I wanted to show you that if you do not have the Urban Decay electric palette, I bought mine a long time ago when it was my first high-end product actually that I bought because I love color. And these are the exact, almost exact dupe, and I'm going to do a close-up of them to see if you can tell the difference and here. As soon as okay, here are my lips. Lolita on the bottom and Wet n Wild, I will leave the color down below once I find it, on top. They are actually dramatically similar, different. This one is lighter shade and this one is more of a dusty rose shade. So putting them together, they really don't match, but you could get away with duping the Wet n Wild. This is only, I think, $2.49 or $1.87 I got it for here, and then this is $20. So this is my low end eye. And here's my high end eye. Urban Decay electric palette, Wet n Wild palettes, $49, $15 for all three. And then the mascara, or the mascara, or eyeliner, let's go eyeliner. eyeliner, Kat Von D. Regular price is $19. I had the cheaper the sample, deluxe sample. So that's what it does. And then $1.49 for LA Colors eyeliner. The Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. And this runs about 18 bucks. I did buy the full size because I absolutely love this mascara, and I don't sell Avon anymore, so I can't really get that. And this is Avon Super Extend Extreme Mascara. I don't know if they still have it, but I've had it for a long time since. Ooh, I should probably throw it out, but yeah. So this is the two eyes. Do they look similar? I don't know. You tell me. Crazy, right? You could really find cheaper versions of the higher end popular makeup. Now, I do have those, but I'm actually going to stop after I get the Urban Smoky palette, the Urban Naked Smoky palette, because I have a gift card. I'm actually not going to buy any more stuff from Sephora just because I feel like a lot of them have been, I mean, they're great products, great brands, but I just want to gear towards drugstore makeup because I feel like drugstore makeup can be just as good as the high end. So I might just keep my high-end stuff. I mean, I'm still going to include them in tutorials because I have them. I'm not going to waste them. But I worked really hard for those things because I used to work. I mean, I used to work and I saved some money aside for me because I'm, you know, I'm just that way. I mean, my husband has given me gift cards too for like Mother's Day, Christmas and stuff. So I've saved gift cards and stuff. I'm not going to go into that really. I'm not going to go into that. But, sorry I cut out. I just wanted to really focus on drugstore because I do not want to be spending so much, especially since I'm an at-home mom. I'm not saying that I don't want to, I just don't feel good about spending a whole lot of money on makeup if I'm just staying at home. If I start working again, yeah, the higher end might come back every now and then. But I really do not make any money off of YouTube. I don't because I'm new. But I really wanted to make a cheaper option. If you don't have the higher end, you could definitely find something for way cheaper. I mean, $15 for those three three palettes with 8 shades in them. They're $5.29 at Walgreens. You probably could find them cheaper at Walmart if they have them at Walmart or Rite Aid. But I got them at Walgreens. And then this is $49. I bought this way back in the day, way back. So I've had it for a while. I haven't really used it. So this was a great way to break it out again. Not bad. And I'm going to say that I'm still going to be buying some Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. Maybe. If the new shades that are coming out in July, I really want to get my hands on a little bit of them. I'm probably only going to buy 2 or 3. I'm not going to go crazy and buy the whole line. I would. If I had $1 million, yeah, I would. But, ooh, and I am going to have some ColourPop liquid lipsticks to show you as well. Those are actually cheaper versions of lippy sticks. I do not have anything to compare it to besides my Kat Von D. I used to have Stila ones, but I took them back because they really dried out my lips badly. It's weird because the only one that didn't do that was the Fiery shade. So weird. That's the only one I have left, but the other ones really cracked on my lips. I guess it's just the way my lips are, and I love the Kat Von D formula because it is creamy and it doesn't dry out my lips and I don't feel it on my lips. So if I feel something on my lips, I don't want it on my lips. So I'm hoping the ColourPop is much better. I'll let you know as soon as I get those in. It was a mess, but I'm not going to get into that. I was one of the lucky ones that was able to get it. Actually, my husband got it for me. So if you want to see more videos like this, doing higher end versus lower end, I will definitely see what I got. I'm trying not to buy too much makeup right now because I just don't feel like it. I don't know. I don't know. I feel guilty when I do stuff like that. But I saw these at Walgreens and I thought, wow, these are great and they're really pigmented. They're really pretty. I'm going to get them because I love color, and if they're like the Urban Decay Electric Palette, then they'd be definitely worth the try. So anyways, you can hear my son. He's right here. He thought I called him, but I didn't. I didn't call you. Anyways, This video is just meant to show you that there's a cheaper option to really bold colors and higher end makeup. I will try and see if I can find more dupes out there, and I'm just going to probably focus more on duping higher end products that I do have or that I know that's out, and I will try and do some research for you as best as I can. I'm an at-home mom, so I'm with a toddler all day, so it's really hard to go into a store and look at stuff, but I will do my best to get dupe options for you guys. So if you do like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, please do. I only have a tiny bit of subscribers and really would love to have more ideas and suggestions on my videos. And I know my sound goes off and on sometimes, but it's just I don't want to get a better camera, because this camera means so much to me because my husband bought it for me as a Christmas gift. So I'm just really, I mean, it does that. I used to do blogging pictures of my outfits. That's why I have this camera. It was really good at doing that. But as far as recording wise, it doesn't do as best job as really good ones do. But I really like this camera. My husband gave it to me. I'm not going to let it go. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you want to see more like these, like this video. Does that make sense? Yeah. And stay vibrant. Bye.